All right, everybody, welcome back to class. Greetings from Costa Rica. It is about 10 a.m. in the morning, and I am loving this Saturday so far. We've had two really good classes. Well, my last class was mainly focused on reading and pronunciation, and before that, we were talking about coffee, one of the world's most favorite drinks, and learning some new vocabulary words, and also practicing some pronunciation. Okay, this hour is going to be dedicated to grammar. Okay, I usually try and do one grammar topic for intermediate to advanced students, and one grammar topic for beginning students a day. This can be either or. Okay, so if you are a kind of a high-level beginner, or you just want to come in and learn some more about how we talk or grammar and whatnot, this may be a good lesson for you. This would be good for advanced students as well, to be able to recognize adjective phrases. Okay, so let's see who we got so far. And all right, so forgive me if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Is it Selkuk? Hello, is your name Selkuk or Selkuk? Make sure that your microphone is not muted, because I can see your mouth moving, but I do not hear you. All right, so yeah, check and see if your microphone is muted, and I'll come right back to you, okay? How about Mohammed? How are you? Mohammed, check and see if your microphone is muted, okay, buddy? All right, and Judith, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you again as well. Now, are you in the same room, or do you keep changing rooms, or is it the angle of the camera?
No, it's the same room, but
okay.
It's getting dark now.
Okay, yeah, because I see flowers in the background now. I don't remember flowers there, but I do remember the blue carpet.
They were there.
Oh, were they? I think I start noticing little things every time you show your picture in here. So Judith, or Judith, dang it, every time. Golly, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Okay, so tell me, what do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies?
Well, I like listening to music. I like dancing. I like reading. I like doing exercises.
Very cool. Yes, those are three of my favorite activities. I like reading as well. I obviously love music. Music is my absolute favorite thing to do. And then, except for dancing, I do not dance very well at all. And then exercise. What type of exercises do you like to do?
Well, I'm like going to a gym.
Okay, very fun.
I used to be an athlete.
Oh, really? What did you do?
Running.
Really? And what did you run?
Just 400 meters. It's a
Nice.
short length.
Yeah, but how fast could you do it?
I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, in my high school. Okay, so I ran the 200 meters. Okay, I ran the 200 meters, and I wasn't too fast. I think it was at about 26 seconds, 25 seconds. So not super fast, but yeah, there's lots of people that were much faster. But we had 7 guys. Okay, and these were African American guys, extremely fast. They ran the 400. Okay.
Wow.
They ran the 400 in 47 seconds in high school. These guys were 17 years old, 47 seconds.
Wow,
These
that's
guys were
really fast.
fast, really fast. Yeah, and so whenever we went to like track meets and stuff like that, we always won. It was cool. But
Yeah.
you said that you were a gymnast as well.
Yes, but it was only in elementary school. So
Okay.
at the age of 14, I stopped it because
Yes.
I went to another town to study.
Okay. All right. Well, very cool. Well, it's good to have you back in class.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see who else we have today. We have, okay, Selko, did you get your microphone working? Not so much? Okay. Rafa, how are you?
Fine, teacher. And you? How about you?
I'm doing good.
You
So,
look
Rafa,
so nice today.
well, thank you very much. I'm excited. Today's Saturday. This next week is Semana Santa, and
Yeah.
it's just going to be nice and relaxing. It'll be very fun. What are your plans for this next week?
Yeah, I'm just in holidays. In Easter week, here in Spain, I'm in a very nice place in the coast, in the south coast, called Marbella. It's very nice, and we are having a very nice day today. Sunny with a little raining too, but very nice.
Okay, excellent. That sounds great. Very cool.
Mhm.
Well, welcome back to class. It's good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
You
and
too.
Mohammed, did you get your microphone working? All right, not so much. Inga, welcome back to class. How are you?
Thanks. I'm good. Thanks.
Good. So, what's your plans for this weekend, Inga?
Mm, actually, I hear Saturday is finished already. Here is 8 p.m. And I was staying at home today because of weather. I told you in the previous class. So tomorrow I will go to church in the morning. And then maybe go to shopping.
Okay. All right. Get a little bit of fun and excitement. Do you now, Inga? Are you a woman that enjoys shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that there are some female who doesn't enjoy.
Well,
Yeah.
Manal, who comes into class, she does not enjoy. I think she is. There may be one other woman that comes here, but yeah, she told me that she doesn't enjoy it. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, you are the first woman that I've ever met that does not like shopping. So yeah, and I enjoy shopping sometimes. I guess for me, I don't enjoy clothes shopping because you have to look through, and it's looking and more looking, and it's just it's like to go in, buy, and leave, right? But yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, welcome back to class, Inga. It's good to have you here.
Thanks.
And let's see, Hamdi. It's been a long time, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing quite well.
Very
Yes, I was in a class. I was watching one of the other teachers, and it was Martin, I believe, the British speaker. And so he was teaching. I was just because every time there's times when I go into classes and I watch and I see how other teachers teach to get some tips and whatnot. And you were in the class, and he goes, "So Hamdi, your picture looks interesting. Where is that from?" And I said, "That's Dubai, sucker. I know where that's from."
I remember you also.
So cool. So welcome back to class. It's good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Cool. So what's your plans? Are you working tomorrow as well? Because I imagine it's pretty late right now, right?
Yeah, this is our week is starting from Saturday.
Yeah. So your weekdays, or your weekend is Thursday and Friday, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So what did you do over the weekend?
Nothing significant, as normal.
Okay. All right. Very
Staying in
good.
home all time.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good to have you back. Good to have you
Thank
back,
you
man.
very much. Thank you very much.
We'll see ya. And let's see, Andrew, you like that word, right? Sucker?
Yeah, actually, I've heard this word before, but I've never seen this word. I've never heard this word in using,
Yeah, I used it. Well, I actually did say it. I did say it. Martin came on. He's like, "Oh, your picture's very interesting. Where's that from?" I was like, "It's Dubai, sucker. I know
Yeah,
where
yeah,
that's
yeah,
from." So,
yeah,
anyway, yeah, it was pretty cool. So,
yeah. You
you're
really got
deciding.
a sense of humor, yeah.
I like to have a good time. I do. You're staying up a little bit later tonight. You're gonna go until 4.
Yeah, I'm going to stay until 4 a.m. and that's my third cup of coffee.
There you go. I figured. Well, I was going to ask you when you needed to get a little bit of coffee into your system, but very cool, very cool, man. Well,
Yeah,
welcome back to class. It's good to have you here.
thank you.
And let's see now. Do I have Anastasia or Oksana with me?
No, Anastasia. Hi,
Anastasia,
Chad.
hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. My new expression: everything is peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also say everything's peachy keen. Okay.
Okay.
You can say it
Can
like
you
this.
type this one?
I think it's like. Let's see. Peachy keen. I think it would be like that. Peachy keen. Okay. So everything's
Okay.
peachy keen or peachy. You can just say peachy, and that would mean everything's going great.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Very cool. So, how was your day today? What did you do?
Well, today I just maybe watched like 4 or 5 hours the following.
So 4 or 5 hours of the following. So have you caught up? Did you use that website I gave you?
No, actually, when I try to watch the movie, they say just I need to make my own account, and I try to do my own account, and they say just I need to pay for this account.
Yeah, no.
Use like credit card,
No,
so
yeah.
I should.
It shouldn't be like that. The other one I go to, I think is Movie 2000. It's like movie. Anyway,
Okay.
did you find a site to go to that works though?
No, actually, no. I just watched in Russian this one. It was like first season. I guess 9 episodes, right?
Yeah. So, are you? What was the last thing that you remember? What happened last?
I have already forget.
Yeah. So
Forgot.
the last it
'Cause,
comes
like-
out. It comes out every Monday. So every Monday night in the United States. So it would probably be the next morning for you. And then you'll have to wait just a little bit for people to put it on. So probably your Tuesday night is it'll be available for you.
Yeah.
And let's see, this last one.
It's the last one when was all their Mary that a woman killed.
Yeah, the woman was going around and killing everybody who has the same name as as his wife. Yeah.
Yes,
Crazy.
exactly.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And like in every series, in every episode, they just kill maybe like 3 or 4 people every time. So it's kind of really.
Yeah.
But
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what series are you talking about?
So this is it's a TV show called The Following. Yeah, I do apologize, everybody. So it's a TV show called The Following. I talked about it. I don't know,
You
maybe
mentioned about it.
a
You
week
mentioned
ago,
about
something
it
like that.
yesterday.
And so it's a TV show that I've been watching. It comes out every Monday night, and I watch all my TV online. And so anyway, I shared a website with with Anastasia here, and so that she could watch it, and she's been watching it, and so that's what we were talking about. So yeah, we'll stop talking about it now because you guys are like, huh, what are they talking about? I don't know.
Okay.
So anyway, we'll stop talking about it now, and we'll go on. Okay, yeah. So it's pretty cool. Once Upon a Time is really good too. I watched that as well. So anyway, welcome back to class, Anastasia.
Thank you.
It's good to have you back. And let's see, Abigail, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. And let's see. So we've talked about you like music a lot. I know. Let's see. You work in radio as news. You said that you had interviewed, right? From what I remember, you said that you interviewed with a radio station or with a news place the other day.
No, it was this morning. And
okay, how did it go?
It was in a magazine that we had on the radio on Saturday morning. And it went quite well. My role was to ask her the fans' questions. In the web.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I had to look on Twitter and then ask her the questions that made the fans.
Now, was it done in person or was it done? Was like she on the phone or something?
On the phone because she was not here. She was on the road, and perhaps she will be preparing the single and all that.
Okay, and did you get a chance to listen to her single?
Yes, but it's not a rock song. I was amazed because she is a rock singer, but the new single it's like pop. It's not rock, it's pop, and well.
Yeah, it'll depending on who she signed with, they'll be able to do whatever they want with her. So she probably has zero creative rights to the music that she sings or plays, which is unfortunate sometimes.
In the show, she sang, for example, Scorpions, Bryan Adams, things like that, and now it's like very cheap pop.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It happens sometimes, but the record company will probably make some money off her, and unfortunately, she will probably disappear within the next 2 years, unless I mean I could be wrong, but it happens a lot of times that way. There aren't very many people that actually stick around for a very long time. Even from like American Idol, there's really only maybe two or three people from that series, and it's gone on for 10 or 11 years now, that have actually done really well.
The man who won the show, he was a heavy metal singer. And that was really, really good. She sang very well, but I don't know now what is he doing or what kind of music.
They probably won't go very far because it's not widely heavy metal isn't widely accepted throughout the world, and so you'll have
people loved it.
Yeah,
I know.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into our lesson. If you have not found the class materials, I'll go ahead and post those. There we go. All right, thank you, Anastasia. And looks like we don't have anybody. Oh, we do have a couple people that are hanging out in the other chat. All right, thank you, Rafa. Awesome. So let me get back. All right, so when you open this up, this is what it's going to look like, and we are going to be talking about adjective phrases. Okay, and so we have some explanations and whatnot to read through at the very beginning, and then we'll get into some practices, identifying them, creating our own adjective phrases, and things like that. Okay, so when you open it up, this is what you're going to see. It'll be the table of contents. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, just a bit, and we'll scroll down to page number 2. This is where we are going to get started, and we are going to start off by reading information about adjective phrases. Let's start off with Abigail, and I'm going to go Abigail, then Rafa, and I'm going to work my way towards the middle, all right? So Abigail, let me have you start off and read these first two parts, and then Rafael, I'm going to have you continue by reading 1 through 5, okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Phrases and clauses. A phrase is a group of words with no subject and an incomplete verb. A clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. Phrases do not need to have a subject or a verb. Many adjective phrases begin with the present or past participle forms of the verb. Look at the following examples.
Number 1. Maya stayed in a hotel room overlooking the river. The man robbed on 6th Street yesterday was walking home from work. Third, the woman sitting in the last row is Elena's sister. Fourth, the professor teaching biology is new at the school. 5. The team beating in the semi-finals was coached by Jim McHahon.
Okay, read that last sentence, please, as well.
Again, the team beating.
Oh, no. This sentence right here that says adjective phrases. Read this last sentence.
Yeah. Adjective phrases are actually reductions from adjective clause. Let's learn how to reduce an adjective clause to an adjective phrase.
Okay, good. Let's go to Amparo. Let me have you read where it says reducing an adjective clause to an adjective phrase, and I'll have you read from number 1 to about right here, please.
Okay. Reducing an adjective clause to an adjective phrase. Adjective phrases are very common, especially in newspaper and magazine articles. Notice that because it's a phrase, you don't need a subject. First, if there is a be verb in the adjective clause, eliminate the subject and the be verb. Clause. Miss Harrison, who was the vice president of the company, was promoted. Phrase. Miss Harrison, vice president of the company, was promoted. Note that the subject of the adjective clause is who, and the form of the verb to be is was. Clause. The man who was arrested yesterday was from Cleveland. Phrase. The man arrested yesterday was from Cleveland. Note that the subject of the adjective clause is who, and the form of the verb to be is was. Clause. The car that was stolen from Kennedy Boulevard was a Toyota. Phrase. The car stolen from Kennedy Boulevard was a Toyota. Note that the subject of the adjective clause is that, and the form of the verb to be is was.
Okay, excellent. Let me have Mohammed. Is your microphone working? No. Okay, all right. Judith, let me have you continue. Where it talks about this. Whoa, what happened? All of a sudden, I'm on page 7. Sorry, give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, come on, really? All right. So we are here. Okay, so where it says where she had left off, go ahead and read from the building. Okay, then number 2, and I'll have you finish the rest of the page, okay?
Okay. So the building that is located near the cafeteria is Scottsdale Hall. Phrase? Or did she read it? I'm not sure. So phrase, the building located near the cafeteria is Scottsdale Hall. Note that the subject of the adjective clause is that, and the form of the verb to be is.
Okay, good. So let me point something out really quick, you guys. So, does everyone see what they're changing? They're taking out who was. Okay, so our instructions here. All right. When we're talking about a clause, okay, that it has the verb be, okay, and then also eliminating the subject, okay. Who was? That's gone. That becomes vice president. Okay, and we do not need the. All right, and we add in a comma. All right. Who was? We take that out. We kind of reduce it, and it's the man arrested. All right. The car stolen. That was. So those are your indicators. We're going to be looking for those type of indicators to be able to reduce the sentence to a phrase. Okay. All right. Go ahead and go on with number 2, please.
Okay. If there is no be verb, eliminate the subject and change the verb to ing. Close. My cousin Tina has an apartment that overlooks the cemetery. Phrase. My cousin Tina has an apartment overlooking the cemetery. Note that there is no be verb in the sentence, so we eliminate the subject that and change the verb from overlooks to overlooking. Close. The woman who teaches psychology was educated at Yale. Phrase. The woman teaching psychology was educated at Yale. Note that there is no be verb in the sentence, so we eliminate the subject who and change the verb from teaches to teaching.
Good, excellent. All right, so let's scroll down. All right, page number 3. This is for Anastasia. Let me have you read that first paragraph into. Let's see. Let me have you go until it says number 1, and then we'll have someone else read those examples there. Go ahead and read the first 2 paragraphs there, please.
Okay. A good exercise to practice adjective clauses and phrases is to locate them in newspaper articles where they are used at the rate of at least 20 per page. The following is a list of hints that will help you to locate adjective clauses and phrases. Look for a name of a company, a place, or a person followed by a comma in either the object or the subject position. The words that follow usually indicate something about the company or a place or the person's job or position. If the word who appears after the comma, it will be an adjective clause. If instead of the word a or the appear the comma, it will be an adjective phrase.
Okay, good. Let's go to Inga. Oh, yes, what?
Point, the following. It was in the first paragraph. as a TV show, the following.
The following, yes.
Yeah. So
okay, yeah, very cool. Let's go to Inga and adjective clauses. Let me have you read adjective clauses and adjective phrases, please.
Okay. Adjective clauses. Mia Hamm, who is the world's most famous female soccer player, played in the World Cup in 2003.
Whoa.
Nice sound.
All right. Okay, keep going, Inga.
The Lion King songs were written by Elton John, who also composed the music for Broadway's version of Aida. The Lincoln Memorial, where Martin Luther King's famous 1963 speech took place, has a commanding view of the mall. Adjective phrases. Anthony Hansen, the new chief financial officer of Judson Electronics, is a former Marine. Agatha Christie, the mother of singer Petula Clarkson, was a famous mystery writer. The stock price of Microsoft, one of the richest companies in the world, dropped more than 27%.
Okay, very good. Let's go to number 2. And this is for Andrew. Go ahead and read number 2, and yeah, let me have you finish off this page, okay? Number 2 and 3, please.
Okay. For adjective phrases, search for nouns followed by past or present participles. Margaret H. Hospital was the first facility built in Jersey City under Mayor H. The lawyer appearing on behalf of Jack Kevorkian said that his client was just carrying out the wishes of the deceased. The man killed in the fire was the manager of a bagel shop. For adjective clauses, search for nouns followed by the keywords who, when, where, that, which, and whose. Note that we often use which when it follows a comma and that when it doesn't. And some examples. Officials in Newark, which has one of the nation's highest car theft rates, are clearly perplexed. After Michael Moore's documentary, Walmart received hundreds of email messages that demanded the halting of ammunition sales. The governors,
Yeah, the governors.
The governors met at Patsy's restaurant, where politicians have met for more than 60 years. Eminem, whose songs touch one personal moments of tragedy in his life, is one of the most popular singers today.
Okay, I wouldn't necessarily call him a singer. He's more of a rapper, but oh well. Okay, let's go to our examples. Any questions so far? Okay, we're going to be identifying adjective phrases and clauses. Any questions?
Yeah, we need more indication.
Yeah, me too.
What's
More
that?
indication, please. More indication.
More indication, or
Yes. Clarification for this rules. Many rules here.
okay? So at the very end, that's where they give you the indications of what to look for. Okay, so adjective phrases and adjective clauses. So when you have a adjective clause, okay, usually have who, when, where, that, which, and whose. Okay, which has one. Okay, this is going to be one. Now, to change that, we would say officials in New York, comma, one. We would skip over or take out which has. Okay, one of the nation's highest car theft rate. Okay, are clearly perplexed. Okay, now in here, Margaret Haig Hospital was the first facility. Okay, we would say, comma, one of. Okay, one of the first hospitals built. Okay, so we would be then changing them a little bit. So phrases are going to be smaller or more compressed than clauses. So this may be a little confusing, but we'll work through it. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. Okay, let's start. Excuse me. Let's start on our examples here. Okay, so we're going to do 2 each, and Hamdi, let's start off with you. Okay, you're right here in the center. Let me have you do numbers 1 and 2, please.
I know the student who is sitting in the front row of the theater.
Okay, so we are going to reduce the adjective clauses to adjective phrases. Remember, phrases are, okay.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, so now remember from our first example. Okay, so our phrase here is.
I know the student. Can I?
Okay.
I know the student.
Comma. Okay.
Comma.
Sitting.
Not sitting. He is sitting in the front row of the teacher.
Okay, so here we would need a comment a comma. Okay, we would say, I know the student, comma, sitting, Okay, either a I know the student. No, we wouldn't need a comma here. I know the student sitting in the front row of the theater. That would be an adjective phrase. Adjective clauses would have a form of a verb to be, which would be is. Okay, and our indicator, like who, which would be the subject.
So I know the student sit in the front row of the theater.
Okay, we can definitely say sitting here. Sitting in the front row of the theater. All we would need to do is take out who is.
Yeah, take out who is.
Yeah.
And make a false sentences. I know the student sits in the front row of the theater. Is it correct?
Okay. We would keep this as sitting, using that gerund form.
Why?
Okay, I know the student sitting in the front row. Because
keep it as a gerund?
Because we can. That's the way that we would need to say this. All right. We could not say I know the student sits. Okay. If you have sits, you would have to have the word that. Now, if we go back up to our rules here, okay. Let me find it here. I think it is.
Sorry, it's complicated a little bit, but can you please try to clarify this matter?
Yeah. So on number two, okay. So this is talking about having not having the verb to be. Okay. So you want to say I know the student. That you would have to have that sits. Okay, you couldn't say, I know the student sits in the front of the theater, something like that, from what I remember. You could not go from students to saying sits. You'd have to have that in the middle, okay? So, in order to take, and if you have that there, it's still going to be an adjective clause, okay? So we want to reduce that to an adjective phrase, all right? So we are going to take out the word that. Okay, so for example, in this sentence here, okay, this is a prime example. My cousin Tina has an apartment, okay, that overlooks the cemetery.
Can you please first identify the difference between the clause and the phrase?
This right here, that. Okay, that is going to be the subject. Okay, that overlooks.
That is a subject in this position?
Yes, it's referring to the subject. Yes, that overlook. It's meaning that the apartment overlooks. Okay, if you take that out, okay, you cannot go right to overlooks. Okay, we would need to add ing at the end. So we would take out the word that. Okay, and change the verb to the gerund ending. Overlooking. My cousin Tina has an apartment overlooking the cemetery. Or cemetery, however you want to pronounce that.
May I say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we say that refers back to apartment?
Yeah, and that's what I said. That refers back to apartment. That's why that's why it would be the subject here. Okay, so a clause. So remember, a clause. If we go back up to the very beginning here. Okay, a phrase is a group of words with no subject. Okay, and an incomplete verb. All right, a clause is a group of words that with a subject and a verb.
He is playing. This is a clause, right?
Say that one more time.
He is playing.
He is playing. That is the clause. Yes.
Right. And the example for
a phrase.
Yeah.
An incomplete.
We need an example for a phrase, please.
Okay. So our phrase. Okay, so a phrase, so you just said he is playing, that has a subject and a verb, right? Okay?
Yes.
A phrase is a group of words with no subject and an incomplete verb. Walking. No, there's no subject and an incomplete verb. Walking. Well, what's walking? I don't know.
Playing football.
Playing.
Playing football.
Playing football.
Football.
Okay.
Amazing thing.
Yeah, so it's an incomplete sentence. But we're not talking about sentences. We're talking about incomplete adjective or adjective phrases. Okay, and all this is doing, class. This is teaching you two different ways to say something. That's all we're really going over. We can say, I know a person that is the president. That is the president of this company. Okay, so I know a person that is, or Charles is the president. Charles, who is the president of the company. Okay, so instead of saying who is, okay, say Charles, the president of the company. Okay, it's a different way to say it, and that's all we're really going over. Okay, that there are two different ways to say that, and what those are called.
It's really difficult.
That's okay. That's okay. And so, all right. Well, let's check out our other one. So that's why we couldn't in this example. We couldn't say sits. The student sits. We would need to keep it in the gerund form. That is an incomplete verb. Sit or sitting. Okay.
Yes,
I know the student sitting in the front row.
Yes, and excuse me, Chad. On the
Yes.
first page, in the second point of adjective phrases, we see the lawyer appearing on behalf of Jack Gevorkyan. In the case of adjective clauses, it will be the lawyer who is appearing.
Yes,
Yes?
exactly. And either way is correct. You can say it either way. But what this is showing now, you're on the second page. Where were you at?
A third page.
Oh,
Third
third page,
page.
second.
Second part. Second part of
At the
adjective
bottom.
phrases.
You're on? Oh, I apologize. Second part. Okay. See, the lawyer appearing on behalf of Jack Kevorkian. Yes, the lawyer
Yes.
who
Yeah.
is appearing would then be the adjective clause. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that would be the difference. Okay. All right. So let's go through it. Let's go to number 2. Well, so instead of doing 2 each, we'll do 1 each. Okay. So let's go to Abigail. Abigail, let's do number 2. Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Number
Okay.
2. Okay. The girl who was chosen to be the captain has played for 3 years. It would be the girl, comma, chosen to be the captain, comma, has played for 3 years.
Good. Good. That's exactly how we would do it. So we would take out who and was, which is the form of the verb to be. All right. Let's go to number 3. This is for Rafael. Number 3, please.
John Brown, who is 23, works at Chase Bank. John Brown works at Chase Bank. Or working? Or is no? John Brown works at Chase Bank.
Yeah, John Brown works at Chase Bank. How could we add that information in there? We definitely need to take out who is.
Yeah. John Brown, 23, works at Chase Bank.
And we could have that in there as commas. John Brown, comma 23 works at Chase Bank, and that would be fine because that is indicating what his age would then be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we,
All right.
do we put just comma after 23? John
Yes.
Brown, comma 23, comma works at Chase Bank, right?
Yes. John Brown, 23, works at, and so that information in this type of sentence may be pertinent to whatever you're talking about. Okay, so John Brown, 23. Okay, let's go to number 4, and this is for Amparo.
Pauline Johnson, who is the manager of the restaurant, lives in Ottawa. Pauline Johnson, comma, the manager of the restaurant lives in Ottawa.
Good, good. Nice job. Okay, so taking out who is, okay, to create an adjective phrase. All right, number 5. Judith? You didn't make sure that your microphone is not muted.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. I went to a hotel which was located on the 7th and Broadway. I went to a hotel located on the 7th and Broadway.
Good, good. Yeah, so taking out which was.
And we don't need the comma.
Nope,
right?
we do not. We do not.
Okay.
I went to a hotel located on 7th and Broadway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I
All
have
right.
a question.
Yes.
Why don't we have here the article there? On there, it should be there.
Where? I went to a hotel located
On there.
On the 7th, because it's an ordinal number. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's only in the pronunciation when we
Yeah.
read out. But you never write it down.
Why not? I
on
thought
7th and
you-
Broadway.
Yeah. I thought
You would use it if you are talking about, let's say, the 7th floor. So what
Okay.
floor do you live on? I live on the 7th.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but when we're talking about streets, okay, 7th and Broadway. Yeah, and you're going to take a right on 9th Street. On 9th Street. Okay, but he is the 9th judge. Okay, so sometimes you would use the, and other times you wouldn't. Okay, so talking about streets, we would not say the.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right, let's go to Anastasia. I believe it's your turn. Number 6, please.
Okay. Nancy likes restaurant that serve spicy food. Nancy likes restaurant serve spicy food.
Okay,
Or
good.
just
We
me?
do need to remove this, but remember, if you this is without the verb to be. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're going. What do we need to change serve to?
ing. Put ing.
There you go. All right. So how would this sound?
Nancy like restaurant serving spicy food.
Yeah. So serving spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. And let's go to number 7. This is for Inga.
The reporter who was captured during the raid was released yesterday. The reporter captured during the raid was released yesterday.
Good. No comma. Yeah. So the reporter captured during the raid was released yesterday. Good. All right. Number 8. This is for Andrew.
Ludlow, yeah? Or Ludlow?
Yeah, Ludlow.
Okay, Ludlow knows the man standing in the corner of the room.
Say that
Right.
one more time. Yeah, say that one more
Okay.
time. Yes, we do need to remove who is, but please repeat it. It broke up a little bit when you said the word stand or standing.
Ludlow knows the man standing in the corner of the room.
Good. Yes. So removing this. Okay,
Yeah.
we're shrinking it down, and we keep this as a gerund form, standing. Okay, good. Let's go to number 9, Hamdi.
I finally saw the plural. I finally saw the singer who was heading by the crowd. I finally saw the singer heading by the crowd.
Good. So hidden by the crowd using that past participle. Okay. So that was one of the last rules that we saw here. If we scroll back up, okay, adjective phrases search for nouns followed by past or present participles. Okay. We have built, appearing, killed. Okay? All right, now Hamdi, is this starting to make just a little bit more sense to you?
Yeah, start.
Okay.
Just.
Now, this is it is more advanced, okay? And you don't have to. There isn't one right way or one wrong way to say it. This is just different forms of saying things. It's introducing you to different forms. Okay, so if someone says it some way, you'll still be able to understand what they're meaning. Okay. All right. So let's go to
which form is correct for the official correspondence? Which form is
for
better?
Official correspondence?
Yeah.
You know, probably saying clauses. I don't know exactly because I haven't studied that. So like to be a news reporter, my sister's a reporter. I could ask her and post it on Facebook if you'd like. I could ask her what is the official way that they would need to write. Yeah, she's a reporter for a newspaper in the state of Wyoming. So yeah, I could ask her if you'd like and find out. But
yes,
I've never studied that or studied reporting, so I don't know personally. But yeah, if you'd like, I can find out and post it for you. Okay?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Okay, let's go to Abigail. Let's take a look at our last one here, number 10, please.
Okay, Megan knows the woman who is directing the movie. It would be Megan knows the woman directing the movie.
Good, yes. So woman, take out who is and directing. Excellent job. Okay. All right, let's go down to exercise number 2. All right, so here, combine the 2 sentences into one using the second as the adjective phrase. Remember to place the adjective phrase immediately after the noun it describes. All right, so let's give it a whirl. Dang it, I did it again. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I always select the wrong screen and it takes it off the screen sharing. Oh, man. Okay, so Rafael, let's go to you. Let me have you do number 1, please.
I think it's so difficult, but I want to try. Simon Bolivar, born in Venezuela, located in South America. No, I think it's wrong.
May I try?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to use the second sentence as the adjective phrase. Okay. Now what does an adjective do?
Say anything about the noun.
Yeah. So it modifies or amplifies a noun, right?
We eliminate Venezuela, and what which is located in South America.
Okay, so Simon Bolivar
was born in Venezuela, which is located in South America.
We have to do the contrary.
Adjective phrase. It will be clauses.
Okay, so
the second one is a clause adjective, and we can turn on an adjective phrase. It could be.
Okay, so well, let's figure this out. So we've got 2 nouns here, right? We have Simon Bolivar and Venezuela.
Adjective.
Okay.
Simon Bolivar is adjective. Okay.
Simon Bolivar, that's a person.
Okay, yeah, that's the first. The first phrase is adjective phrase. This is a phrase, right, or a clause? This is a clause.
Give me 1 second.
This is a clause.
Mouse.
Adjective and contains adjective and the complete verb. This is a clause. Number one. Sentence number 1.
Can I try again? Either.
Yeah, but I can do again. Simon Bolivar, born in Venezuela, which is located in South America? Is that the point?
No, exactly.
You don't
No?
need to use
In
which.
clauses, but we need to make an adjective phrase. I think it will be like this. Simon Bolivar was born in Venezuela, South America. Before
Located
Venezuela,
in South America.
Was born
Are you
at
there?
was
I
born.
guess chat was frozen.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very interesting moment.
Simon Bolivar, burning. We can try the second one. Perhaps it's easier.
Yeah, it could be which locating in the South America. Locating. Make a gerund, right?
No, Hamdi. We need to make adjective phrase.